Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, which may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson and, Lord willing, share an article with you, Akiyam and Akwath, I just came across recently, about an hour ago. And the spirit hopped on me to get into this lesson. And as we're aware of, evils, great evils are coming to the planet, man. Primarily right here in Mystery Babylon the Great. All right, and you have individuals, okay, that come under the title of preppers, okay, that think that, a bug-out bag and preparing a bunker and hoarding up food and water is going to deliver them out of the day of the Lord's anger, man, which is a feeble attempt at best. Okay, and you thinking that you can escape the judgment that's written by your own carnal, physical means is not only proud, but it's a foolish thought. Because ultimately, for those of you that don't know, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is in full control of the goings and comings of men. And ultimately, your destiny is sealed if you're on the soil of Mystery Babylon the Great, when Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai begins to open up, okay, in judgment, man. If you're not part of the elect of the nation of Israel, if your name's not written in the book of life, you will not make it off of the soil of Mystery Babylon the Great, aka America, man. You won't make it. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, before we grab this article, let's grab this real quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 76. And verse 6, and it reads, "At thy rebuke, O power of Jacob, both the chariot and horse are cast into a deep sleep." And Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai does not approve, okay, of the ways of this world, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai does not approve of the way this earth is being governed. He does not approve of Esau Edom, okay, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, turning everything upside down. And on his return, he's going to show his sharp disapproval for this current rulership, for this current establishment, in the form of judgment that he's going to display, man. You see? And there's no bunker, no bug-out bag. Okay, no amount of hoarding of food and water anyone can do that can deliver them out of the Lord's hands, man. Thou, even thou, art to be feared, and who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry, man? You think you can stand in the Lord's sight when he comes raining down this judgment, man? Well, when you display, okay, the mindset of one of these preppers, that's exactly what you're saying. You're saying you can stand in the sight of the Lord while he's angry, man. But here it is. When you go into the book of Jeremiah 51 real quick, It tells you when he uttereth his voice, he brings forth thunder, man. Lightning and rain. Let's go get this real quick. We'll jump back. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. Let me start at verse 10, and I'm going to jump down. Right? The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 10, and it reads, the Lord Yahweh hath brought forth our righteousness. Whose righteousness? Israel's righteousness, man. Us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, and speckled birds. Those that may look like the other nations, but their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they're suffering from the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and 64. You see, starting with the elect. Come and let us declare in Zion, see that? The work of the Lord Yahweh, our power. Possessive pronoun, you see that? Salakia, let me jump down to verse 15. He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heaven by his understanding, man. Okay? Which his power, wisdom, and understanding is not even of this realm. And this is what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to find out when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai meets him head on. Let's continue on in the form of the day of doom that's right around the corner. Jeremiah 51 and 16, it reads, when he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. And this is when he just utters his voice. So how about when he's angry, man? You don't stand a chance. Let's go back to the book of Psalms, chapter 76. And see, and the Lord's coming back angry, man. Scripture says in Jeremiah 17, he's angry with the wicked every day. He's coming back angry, man. And he's going to come roaring out of Zion. Back in the book of Psalms, chapter 76, and verse 7 again, thou, even thou, art to be feared, and who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry? No one and nothing, man. No one and nothing can stand in the Lord's sight once he's angry, man. Thou didst cause judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai arose to judgment to save all the meek of the earth. Selah, man. The meek being who? Israel, us Israelites, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Starting with the elect. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. You see how judgment and deliverance is all in the same precept? Because that's what's coming hand in hand. Okay, this judgment that's coming in the form of the day of doom. Right? The second death. Okay? Upon that judgment, deliverance is coming right along with it. Where the elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered, man. So all you preppers on American soil, you're prepping in vain. Real quick, this is natural news. Right? And it's dated December 12th, 2023. And the title reads, More Americans Preparing for Doomsday. See, the spirit of the end of the world is here, man. The spirit of the end of this eon is here. This is what we prophesied, man. The judgment upon Babylon, man, in the form of doomsday, man. Here it is in an article, man. We here, right? More Americans preparing for doomsday. The difference between new type of preppers and the advanced movement is literally the difference between life and death. And again, really, there is no difference. It doesn't matter how advanced you are as a prepper, man. If Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not dealing with you, and you're not part of the elect, and your name's not written in the book of life, you will not make it off of this land. Okay? And you will make it off of this land as a vapor. Because you will be eviscerated by either those missiles or laser beams or both. Because remember, them chariots are coming with that direct energy power. The real direct energy weapons are what those chariots have, man. Our brothers, man. Right, let's get a little bit more of this article. Apparently, both the left and the right are preparing for doomsday. Whether that is a societal collapse, whether that is a societal collapse, civil war, and EMP, Armageddon, or just any event that would require self-reliance rather than the dependence of government entities. And this is all of the Lord. The Lord said he's going to bring great deletion. Okay, scourges and calamities, man. This is part of end time prophecy. Okay, and the judgment that's going to come in its perfection, right, are those missiles, man. Those ICBM missiles that are sitting in silos and other projectile equipment as I speak. See, let's continue on. The difference between those that have been known as preppers for years and those that started recently, as well as liberal preppers and more libertarian type preppers, is nothing less than the difference between life and death. And there's no difference. But here's their example. Let's read this real quick. Those that have been part of the prepping movement for years likely have enough stores to last them a year or a few years, while the newer members of the government, of the movement, suggest 90 days, enough to last until the government shows up to save them. And again, you're more advanced prepper and you're more libertarian prepper. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, because again, let's go get this real quick. Let me get a quick precept. The book of Proverbs, chapter 20. Salakia. Golly. And verse 24, and it reads, man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? What does this mean? Your destiny is in the hands of the Lord. Real quick, let me get this real quick. Let me get this in the blue letter real quick. Let me get this word real quick. Salakia. Let's get this word goings real quick.
Strong's H 4703. Mitzad. Mitzad.
Okay, and it goes into what? Your steps, man. Okay, your steps. You see that? A man's steps. So where you going, man? Your footsteps, man. Your whereabouts, your goings and comings, man. Your destiny is in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. So how can you understand your own way? You cannot guarantee your survival, man, regardless of how much resources you have. Because ultimately, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai can set up a scenario where you get deleted, man. Let's go ahead real quick. Let me get one more precept before we go back to the article. Revelations, just to establish what I've been saying through the Spirit regarding your name being in the book of life, man. The book of Revelation, chapter 20, and verse 15, it reads, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. which is going to come in the form of what? 200 million warheads being shot on the west, okay? Turning this landmass, all 5,000 square feet of it, into a lake of fire. Okay, there's going to be a thermonuclear fallout, a thermonuclear meltdown by the hands of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. This is how this thing's going to play out. So even if you do have a bunker with 2 years of resource in it, you're going to melt with it. See? There's no hope. There's no hope if you're on this soil when the judgment comes. Let's go back to the article. Right? Continuing on. The more experienced in the movement understand that the government may never come to help, as most will be cowering in their underground bunkers. Uh-oh, here we go with these bunkers. Here we go. Known as dumbs. Yeah, because it's real stupid. Okay, because ultimately you're going to be buried alive there and then melted over. And we're going to show you that you ain't going to make it out through the scriptures. See, because the scriptures speak about these things, man. This is why having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not only is it a security blanket, it's comforting, okay, and ultimately it's going to be the what? The strength of our salvation, because we understand the will of the Lord. See, here it is. You people are wasting all this money to get yourself prepared for something that you can't deliver yet. You cannot deliver yourself from. Let's continue on. Known as DUMBs, right, which stands for Deep Underground Military Bases, right, created for the federal government leaders and the military leaders and the families of both, especially if the catastrophe is civil war or societal collapse, and both of those things are coming. Okay, and only divine intervention can deliver you from it. The elect is going to be guided and guarded, okay, throughout the course of these calamities, man. You see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be walking with his elect. If you're not part of the elect, you're doomed. And it doesn't matter if you have a doomsday bunker. And let's show you that real quick. Let's go back to the scriptures. You know, we might just leave it right there. Lord willing, I'll leave that article in the description box for you, Akiam and Akwath. Right, Amos. Salakia. The book of Amos, chapter 9, and verse 2, and it reads, though they dig into hell, what's that going into? The bunkers. Hell's what? A grave, which these bunkers are going to be for you people that decide to go up in one on Babylon soil and other areas of the earth as well. Only the 1% elite are going to make it in efforts to fulfill the prophecy of them going into chains and fetters of iron, man. Go read Psalms 140, what's that, 149? Right? Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. And we know Yahweh Shai is the mighty right hand, right arm of the Lord. Right? Though they climb up to heaven, your space stations, right? Don't they got the Space Force? Right? Thence will I bring them down. There's nowhere to hide, man. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. See, we read in Jeremiah 51 and verse 15 that the Lord stretched out the heavens by his understanding. What makes you fools think you can hide up there, man? You're gonna come head on with them chariots, man, the Lord, not fathership. You see? Let's continue on. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, which is in the mountain ranges and the mountaintops, right? I will search and take them out thence. And though they hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. Right. Your underwater cities, man. Right? And we know you have all these state-of-the-art yachts and submarines that you niggas gonna be trying to hide in. Ain't gonna work. Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Who do you think that serpent is, man? Yeah, you got it. The real life Godzilla. Leviathan, spoken of in Job. You see? The basis they've got Godzilla off of, man. Okay? These Amalekites didn't just conjure up the thought of Godzilla, the movie. No, man. They used the blueprint that's described in the Bible regarding Leviathan, man. You see that? And it's Leviathan's a pet of the Lord. That's the Lord's pet. That's the Lord's creation, man. And he's going to use them to search you out. Okay? In the depths of the sea. There's going to be nowhere to run. And there's going to be nowhere to hide, man. Because ultimately, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay, is bringing this judgment to you wicked. This is why he's going to reserve you until that very day. As we can read in Job. Let's get a couple more. The book of Job, chapter 21. Let's start at verse 29. It reads, have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? Right. And the men of the Lord go by the way. Okay. The chief places of concourse. The highways and byways, man. Okay, and the men of the Lord being on the scene, the servants, the prophets, the ambassadors of the Lord, that's a token in itself, a sign, and it's not a good one. Okay, because usually they're coming and their bearers of bad news, man. Why? Because that current kingdom was ruling unrighteously and wicked. Okay? and just like the prophets of old, we're here to tell you, okay, that judgment's coming. As we herald in our Savior Yahushai, who's going to bring it. Let's continue on. That the wicked, right, first and foremost, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4, right? And all you heathen joined unto him, and 2/3 of you Jake. Okay, that do wickedly, that's joined to this man as well. Okay, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, man. See that? You being set aside. Okay? You have judgment pending. You are not going to be able to deliver yourself from this judgment that's coming. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. You see that? Going right back into that Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. He's going to bring you forth. Okay? You're going to be brought forth to the king. Okay? The king of terror, man. Okay, upon the day of doom. I got one more for you. Let's get this. The book of 2nd Esdras. Chapter 7. Let's jump all the way down here to verse 43. And it reads, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. See? So, hey, the day of doom is a guarantee. It's not a thing of possibility. It's a guarantee. It's a part of end time prophecy. The place that is sown with evil must be turned upside down. See, there's no way around it. Let's continue on. 2nd Esdras 7 and 43, and it reads, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. See, what time? The time of evil E. Esau's world, Esau's eon. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Right? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. World going into what? Eon? A space of time? See, this is what we're going to come into upon the day of doom. We're going to come into that transition of worlds, man. Okay? And we're going to come into a world that dwelleth with righteousness. See? But the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for to come, which is only for the Israelites, pursuant to the second covenant, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Right, and here it is. We live in a society where you have to search for the truth. You have to search for the truth, man. It's not readily available. Why? Because the wicked are bearing rule. And here's the point. Then shall no man, 2nd Ezra 7 and 45, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory, man. And the victory's coming to Yasha Allah through our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So yeah, man. Hey, you preppers, man. Hey, it's a feeble attempt. You know, but hey, we can't blame you. You know, we can't blame you. You lack the understanding. And you're just fulfilling your lot. Right? In efforts to fulfill biblical prophecy. Hey, but you can rest assured, hey, the day of doom is coming. As a matter of fact, it's upon you. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halaliam La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Shalom.